Mr. President, I invite you to please join us on stage. In recognition of your distinguished career, distinct achievements, and years of public service representing your native Armenia in both the diplomatic and professional context, for your guidance and contribution to global development, for your role as a Vice Chairman of the East-West Institute, providing instrumental in fostering trust in building bridges between opposite parties, for embodying what it means to be a true statesman. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the East-West Institute, it's my great honor to present to you the John Morose Global Statesmanship Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cameron Hunter, President of the East-West Institute, and may I just add that this is the man who has created diplomacy. It's not every diplomat who understands science. And to work with Ross and with Armin, we have the great honor to present you with the John Edwin Rose Global Statesman Award.
Vision for his country is abundantly clear. We proclaimed on 21 September of this year, the country's Independence Day, that the new Armenia must be a victorious Armenia.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, sիրելի բարեկամներ, sիրելի հայրենակիցներ, եղբայրներ եւ քույրեր, this is a very special prize for me, and of course, East-West Institute is a special institution. It's not one of the think tanks that exist in the world. East-West Institute maybe is smaller, but when it has an idea that is very important, it implicates that. So you have this great energy of thinking about something, believing in something, and going, implementing, and trying to make a small but very important change. Another thanks, because it's an honor for Armenia, and it's great honor for me to representing my nation and my state here. I really have a dream or a vision for the future, and that dream or a vision includes also the fact or the reality that we are facing, where this world is moving towards. If the 20th century was the century of natural resources, and based on that political and other powers, 21st century is going to be different. My good friend, Ambassador Mantra, was referring about quantum diplomacy. In reality, it's much more deeper and more complex. It's not only diplomacy, it's quantum politics. The future, the 21st century, is the century of research, development, new technologies. The 21st century is the century when it will be done and ruled by new ideas, new research, by those who are quick, by those who are young in here. It doesn't matter how old you are. Are you quick? Are you young? Are you energetic? Are you in front of everybody? So that will be the 21st century. The politics will be run differently. And I do truly believe that 21st century is a century for Armenia. And that's why I think we will be victorious. I'm happy to belong to the Armenian nation, a small state, but a global nation. A nation of 21st century. There are not many of us, that sort of nations. But I do believe small states, but global nations, they have the global connectivity that can accumulate and build their country for the first time. It's the future. And I do believe institutes like East-West are going to be one of the leaders of the 21st century. So, thank you again for this wonderful prize. It will remind me that I have still a lot to do. It will remind me that about wonderful people that I had the chance of meeting in my life inside the East-West Institute. It will always remind me about a wonderful man whose name was John Meros. And it will always remind me there is so much to do in our world. And I have also a duty to serve my country and my nation. And again, to serve my country, my nation, a country that will be one of the leaders of the world in 21st century. Thank you.
Well, as you know, Armenia is going through a significant transformation. And Ahmed Sarkisian has a central role in that transformation. And all of us in the diaspora want the new regime or the new structure to succeed.
Yeah, well, I first met the president when he was then the prime minister back in, I think, 96 or 97. I was at the World Bank as a young professional, and so I remember him from those days, and then we've been friends ever since through the East-West Institute and through some business activities. I asked the president, my friend, what can UBS do to help Armenia? Can we do a project or some initiative that we can, as a pilot project, something significant that we can show the world and show the capital markets that Armenia is open for business internationally, and I'd love, as a friend and as a professional, to see how we can help Armenia. Armenia has such a special role to play because in today's world, where you have very difficult relations between the United States and Russia, the two nuclear superpowers, Armenia historically has, as you know, very close relations, friendly relations with Russia, and very close and friendly relations with America. And you have a very important diaspora in America, you have a very important diaspora in Russia, and you're neutral and you can be a bridge builder. And I think Armenia, and specifically your president, given his relations and the respect that people have for him in America and in the West in general, and in Russia, I think he could play a very important role.
Armenia be part of global but does not lose its identity. It adds to the global nature. Armenia should have every year Institute of Advanced Studies, bringing from all over the world, Venezuela, Chile, everywhere we have Armenian scientists, from France, Vatican, astronomers, to bring Armenia so they can discuss latest discoveries in the world.
so Armenia can be motivated. Our youth can be interested, curiosity. If Armenia does not provide outlet to talent, they're going other countries. How to create talent, how to create conditions. Yes, anti-corruption is fine, but you have to consider good schools, good universities, world-class universities.
He deserves this award not only because he's a success as the president of Armenia. He is a great thinker beyond the border of Armenia, beyond the border of any country. He talks about what I called quantum diplomacy, the diplomacy that goes beyond the old 20th century ideas and tries to think about innovation and tries to think about the new world we're in. He's a patriot for Armenia, but he's also a generous man who thinks about peace in the world. A man like that, to us at East West, we're trying to build bridges between different countries and different kinds of people. A great thinker. We admire that very, very much, and we wanted to honor him.
So it was an honor for me to be present last evening at the wonderful Gala event where the president of Armenia, Armen Sarkisian, was honored for his extraordinary contributions both to the world of science and business, international diplomacy, and to toast him as he continues to lead his country to a bright future. I was particularly impressed with his speech and the speech of the other members of the audience who made the point that with its rich and long history in the development of global civilization and its geopolitical location on the globe, Armenia has this really unique capacity to be a bridge between East and West, a bridge between cultures, a bridge for peace, a bridge for prosperity, a small nation that provides no threat to anybody, but a lot of opportunity for many. And it's thrilling to see this kind of leadership taking hold.